Hello everyone, good evening and welcome back to BYJU'S Exam Prep. My name is Alpa Sharma and I hope everyone is doing very good today. I hope you can hear and see me clearly because if all is good, we are going to be commencing our session on basics of grammar. In the last two classes, we did an intro to grammar, then we did a bit of articles in the previous class. In today's class, we're going to be continuing the basics, the concepts of grammar, and we're going to be touching upon another such commonly asked topic. So if you can hear and see me clearly, एक बार जल्दी से बता दो सब मैम सब क्लियर है, ऑडिबल है, विजिबल है. हम स्टार्ट करेंगे अपनी ग्रामर की प्रैक्टिस के साथ. वेरी गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन. तो सीरीज एक चला रहे हैं हम अपने यूट्यूब चैनल पे और सीरीज का नाम है बेसिक्स ऑफ ग्रामर क्योंकि क्लैट में भी ऑन एंड ऑफ ग्रामर के क्वेश्चंस आते रहते हैं और अदर लॉ एंट्रेंस एग्जाम्स पे तो स्पेसिफिकली बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं ग्रामर के. हम फोकस करते हैं ग्रामर के क्वेश्चंस को प्रैक्टिस करना इस सीरीज में. कुछ टॉपिक्स हम ऑलरेडी कर चुके हैं. आज का टॉपिक क्या है, आई शॉर्टली डिस्क्लोज दिस टू यू. तो हम बेसिक्स ऑफ ग्रामर प्रैक्टिस करते हैं इस सीरीज में. अगर आपने प्रीवियस टू क्लासेस नहीं देखी हैं अभी तक, आई वुड हाईली रिकमेंड उनको जाके देख लीजिएगा आफ्टर द सेशन एंड्स. एंड बिफोर वी बिगिन विद द concepts of any of the grammatical topics, एक क्विक रिमाइंडर आपके लिए. आपके मन में कोई भी क्वेश्चंस है, कोई भी डाउट्स है क्लैट की प्रिपरेशन को लेके, आपके करियर को लेके, आपकी आगे आपका क्या ग्राफ होना चाहिए, आपकी स्ट्रेटजी क्या होनी चाहिए, एनी काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस, they will be answered in a one-to-one counseling, free counseling session with one of the expert members of our team. ये काउंसलिंग अटेंड करने के लिए लिंक मेरे चैट में दिया हुआ है, मेरे वीडियो के नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में भी लिंक है. सो रश अप, जल्दी से काउंसलिंग सेशन का फॉर्म फिल कीजिए. बेसिक डिटेल्स आपको फिल करनी है और आप फ्री काउंसलिंग अटेंड कर सकते हैं. आपके पेरेंट्स भी अटेंड कर सकते हैं वो. Alternatively, we have a 3-day free trial going on our app. तो अगर आपको देखना है हमारे प्रोग्राम्स की क्या ऑफरिंग्स हैं, आप क्या क्या क्लासेस अटेंड कर सकते हैं, क्या मॉक टेस्ट है, किस तरीके से क्लासेस होती है, ऑल ऑफ दैट कैन बी डन एज अ स्टूडेंट ऑफ आवर बैचेस फॉर फ्री फॉर द नेक्स्ट 3 days. आपको करना क्या है, आपको सिर्फ रजिस्टर करना है अपने फोन नंबर के साथ में एंड यू कैन एक्सेस everything in our batch as a student for free for the next 3 days. Rush up, don't delay your preparation. स्टार्ट करते हैं आज हमारी प्रेपरेशन विथ प्रोनाउंस. देखिए, जब मैंने आपकी फर्स्ट ग्रामर की क्लास ली थी, मैंने आपको कुछ कॉमनली आस्क्ड ग्रामर टॉपिक्स बताए थे कि मैक्सिमम क्वेश्चंस ना इन ही टॉपिक्स में से आते हैं. उसमें से एक कॉमनली आस्क्ड टॉपिक है प्रोनाउंस. और प्रोनाउंस क्योंकि हमने स्कूल में इतनी बार किया है, हमको लगता है ना कि ये तो आसान चीज है, हम इजीली कर पाएंगे. बट देन इफ यू रिमेंबर इन द लास्ट क्लास, इन द वेरी फर्स्ट क्लास आई गेव यू एन इंट्रो ऑन हाउ एक्चुअली ग्रामर के क्वेश्चंस उतने आसान नहीं होते जितने हमें लगते हैं. I'll tell you why. A lot of people speak a lot of things incorrectly. They write a lot of things incorrectly. और ये करते हुए हम ये ध्यान नहीं देते हैं कि उन पे क्वेश्चंस बन सकते हैं. सो मैम एमएचसीटी की प्रिपरेशन के लिए इंग्लिश टॉपिक कौन सा शुरू करूं? कार्तिक, यू हैव टू स्टार्ट विथ ग्रामर एंड वोकैब. सबसे ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस इन दोनों के आते हैं. ठीक है, तो आज क्योंकि हम ग्रामर ही करने वाले हैं, स्टिक विथ मी टिल द एंड. ऑलराइट, तो प्रोनाउंस के काफी सारे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं और बहुत सारी स्टेटमेंट्स लोग इनकरेक्ट करते हैं. तो मैं आपको एक ब्रीफ इंट्रो दे देती हूँ, फिर क्वेश्चन बाय क्वेश्चन जब हम प्रोनाउंस करेंगे ना, तो हम डिस्कस करेंगे कुछ रूल्स प्रोनाउंस के. प्रोनाउंस में 2 क्लासेस में डिस्कस करूंगी क्योंकि बहुत सारे रूल्स हैं प्रोनाउंस के, वो हम क्वेश्चंस के थ्रू डिस्कस करेंगे. प्रोनाउंस क्या होते हैं? दीज आर वर्ड्स दैट आर यूज्ड टू रिप्लेस अ नाउन. Okay, so that we don't have to use a noun again and again, हम उसकी जगह pronoun use करते हैं. So for example, you say Alpa ma'am teaches us English. Alpa ma'am also teaches critical reasoning. Alpa ma'am is teaching grammar today. Instead of saying Alpa ma'am again and again, you simply use an appropriate pronoun which is going to be a she. Okay, तो ये जो word है ये pronoun है, so that we don't have to repeat noun again and again. हम yes, Zana. So we use pronouns in the place of grammar. In the place of nouns. All right. So pronouns usually a lot of people mistakenly use incorrectly at a lot of places. There are a few categorizations of pronouns that you can see. So for example, if you try to categorize pronouns, although there are many categorization, we predominantly are going to be focusing on one personal pronouns, because in the maximum number of questions you can get on pronouns will belong to personal pronouns. Apart from personal pronouns, you may also get some questions on possessive pronouns. You might get a few questions on reflexive or emphatic, because the pronouns remain the same. I'll explain what they are, okay? Emphatic pronouns. So predominantly you'll find questions on personal pronouns, a few on possessive, reflexive, or emphatic pronouns. How do personal pronouns look like? They refer to people. I, me, you, he, she, they, we, us. These are personal pronouns. We have possessive pronouns like our book, your book, his book, her book. These, his, her, their, our, ours, all of these are possessive pronouns. Reflexive and emphatic pronouns are pronouns that end with self or selves, like myself, themselves, ourselves. These are reflexive or emphatic pronouns. Why do we have two names? Because their usage is different. So we'll discuss that in the next class. How is their usage different? But right now, we're going to predominantly focus in today's class on personal pronouns. When we talk about personal pronouns, we have a clear identification, a demarcation of two types of personal pronouns. So everyone be very attentive with what I'm teaching right now. Every question we do in today's class will be belonging to personal pronouns. There are two types of personal pronouns. They are subjective case of a personal pronoun and objective case of a personal pronoun. What are these? Subjective case is I, it becomes me as an objective case. She becomes a her. Difference क्या है? Let's try to understand the difference first. Personal pronouns, लोगों की बात करते हैं, they talk about people. So आप, मैं, I, we, us, they, all of these are personal pronouns. But listen to me very, very carefully. When we use a personal pronoun as a subject of a sentence, we use the subjective case. But if we use the personal pronoun as the object of a sentence, we use the objective case. What are subject object? Who doesn't remember this from your school? Answer this in the chat. What is a subject? What is an object? Who doesn't remember this? देखते हैं किस किसको याद है, किसको याद नहीं है. Who doesn't remember subject and object from schools? Subject and object. I hope you remember doing active passive where the subject was converted into object. I hope you do remember it. I'll do a quick revision of that. Karthik, I'm going to help you with that. Absolutely, Shweta. On point. Subject is nothing but the doer of an action. Object is nothing but the receiver of an action. So, for example, my sentence is I am teaching Shweta. Teaching is the action. I am the doer. I am the subject. Shweta is the receiver. Shweta is the object. Simple. So, you use I when you are the doer of an action. You use me when you are the receiver of the action. For example, Shweta is teaching me. You see how I becomes a me here, because here me is an object. Shweta becomes the doer. She is the subject. If I have to use a she or her here, I will use I am teaching her and she is teaching me. Her बन जाता है she, her बन जाता है she जब हम उसको subject की तरह use करते हैं. So fundamental is absolutely Usually, Arva. So that's a common definition, but that's not the case always. The foolproof method to identify a subject is to see who actually is performing the action. I will write that down for everyone. If you are confused, and guys, see, when I'm devoting so much time in a half an hour class to explaining what a subject and object is, trust me, it's really, really important. It is the most important thing in pronouns. You must be wondering why. You'll understand that in the second half of the class. So, a subject, a foolproof definition is going to be a subject is the one performing the action. So all that you have to do is identify the action and then just see who is doing the action. If you are doing the action, you will use the subjective case. If you are receiving the action, you will use the objective case. Does that give some clarity to you, Arva? Here? And now, let me clearly bifurcate the subjective case of personal pronouns and objective case of personal pronouns. So we have subjective case, objective case. She becomes a her, they becomes a them, I becomes a me, he becomes a him. All right. So subjective and objective case. If you are the doer, you will use one of these. If you are a receiver, you will use one of these. The fundamental is absolutely simple. Now, let's begin solving some questions. And while we solve them, we'll understand more of the usage of subjective and objective case of a pronoun. But before that, did you hit the like button? Because if you haven't done that, you need to do that right now because that's your Guru Dakshina that you pay me. आप मुझे गुरु दक्षिणा देते हैं जो मैं आपको एजुकेशन देती हूँ उसके लिए. ये गुरु दक्षिणा आप मुझे कैसे देते हैं? By hitting the like button, by subscribing to the channel if you haven't done that yet, by commenting under my video if you are watching it recorded, and saying a thank you. Simple as that. Thank you if you've already done that. Question number 1. I'll keep this chart intact. We can refer to it again when we solve more questions. What do you think the answer here is going to be out of I and me? Read the statement and answer that in the chat. So, let's see what your answer is. I or me? What should we use here? I. All right, Shweta. Others? Me. ठीक है, let me bring some clarity here. Let's apply the concepts we learned. हमने concept क्या सीखा था? सबसे पहले हम action ढूंढते हैं. ठीक है, I है आपका subjective case और me है objective case. If this blank needs a word which is the receiver of an action, हम me use करेंगे. If this needs a person who is the doer of an action, हम I use करेंगे. Action क्या है? Participating in the talent show. कौन पार्टिसिपेट करेगा? ट्विंस और मैं, क्योंकि हम दोनों पार्टिसिपेट करने के डूअर हैं. हम कोई एक्शन रिसीव नहीं कर रहे, हम तो पार्टिसिपेट करने जा रहे हैं, क्योंकि हम डूअर के लिए एक वर्ड यूज कर रहे हैं यहां. वी नीड अ सब्जेक्टिव केस ऑफ अ प्रोनाउन विच इज आई. सो द ट्विंस एंड आई विल पार्टिसिपेट. ओके, अंडरस्टूड? Priya, Sana, and Karthik, we're using a pronoun for a doer of an action. The action is participating, and I am the doer of participating. I am going to participate. It is for the doer, okay? So we will use an I. The twins and I will participate. Okay, forget this. What would the actual sentence be? I will participate in the talent show. You can't say me will participate in the talent show, right? The meaning remains the same, just that I, along with a couple, that is twins, will also participate. I will still remain the subject here. Alrighty. Let's go on and do one more. Exactly, Karthik. Yeah, we are going to participate. We are the doer. Let's do one more such a question. Here, look at it carefully and answer. Raj and Dash won the first prize in the debate competition. I or me? Let's see. Raj and I or me won the first prize in the debate competition. Hmm, who is going to answer that? Guys, answer quickly. It's a simple question. We need to do 10 such questions. We need to be faster. Otherwise, the time is going to run out. Nobody has answered. Am I not getting your chat? क्या issue है? Let me just refresh the page once. I just did not get any answer. Ah, yes, now I've received them. I, me. Okay, ठीक है. To me, बच्चे. If I remove this, what will you use? I or me? Hmm? If I remove this, what should the correct answer be? I won the first prize, me won the first prize. I, right? Along with I being the doer, there also is Raj who is the doer. How are I and Raj the doer here? Let's understand. Winning the prize. Winning is the action. Who won the prize? I did, Raj did. Both of us are the doer. We need I here. If you're confused, just remove this and see if we need an I or a me here. Me won the first prize does not make sense because I am the doer, है ना? So, no, bachche. Karthik, you're altering the sentence in your head. If the sentence was, the prize was received by me, the meaning remains the same. But since you have altered it, that's why you're getting it incorrect. Don't alter it. Just see what the verb is. Winning is the verb. Who is winning? I am winning. I am the doer. All right. If somebody else is giving the prize and I am the receiver, for example, the prime minister gave me the prize. So now I know the prime minister is the doer and I'm the receiver of the prize. But the sentence isn't talking of that I am the receiver here. If it isn't talking of that, you can't alter the sentence in your own way. Read it in the way it is written. So, I won the first prize or me won the first prize? Absolutely, yes, Sana, you can. But that's not the way to do it. I'll tell you why, because every sentence will not be written in the same way. You have to get the concepts clear, and the concept is to identify if you are performing the action or not. That's a foolproof way of getting it correct. Sometimes you may not get the first two words. There are going to be many questions you'll be solving today, and you'll identify that. So this is a trick that you can follow, but the best way is to see if you're performing the action or not. Let's do one more such question. But before that, all the people hit the like button. Okay? And on that note, it's a reminder to you, I will be taking two classes on pronouns because one class simply is not enough. So you better attend the next class on grammar, which is going to be on pronouns again. All right. Plus, tomorrow morning, 11 a.m., I have a class with you on how to master reading comprehension. If you're struggling with that, tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. And tomorrow evening, 4 p.m., I have a class with you on other law entrance exams, 1,000 most expected questions. I'll be doing error spotting questions there on grammar. Arva, you asked for that? It's there. Tomorrow evening, 4 p.m., error spotting questions. Be ready with that. So let's get back to another question. Let's do that and see if we can get that correct. Okay? Here. It might sometimes come up, sometimes it doesn't. So there are chances that it one RC at max, not more than that for sure. Him, now you're getting it correct, guys. Now you've got under the groove of it. Yes, it's going to be him. Inviting is the action. I am the doer. Shruti and him are the receiver of invitation. I am the doer of invitation. Shruti and him are the receiver. So I invited Shruti and him to the party. Understood? Yes? Very good. Let's do one more question. You're getting better. This gift is for Ramesh and Priya, शिवांगी. लॉजिक क्या सिखाया था मैंने बच्चे? जो लॉजिक सिखाया वो अप्लाई कीजिए. क्या रमेश एंड मी रिसीवर ऑफ द गिफ्ट हैं? Is Ramesh and me, are Ramesh and me the receiver of the gift? Yes, we are. Ah, now you've understood. Don't retract your message. It's okay. It's okay to make a mistake in front of a teacher. Absolutely okay to make one in front of me. That's what makes my living, right? If you don't make mistakes, what is the use of I being a teacher then? गिफ्ट आया, कोई लेके आया, कौन लेके आया पता नहीं, बट मैं तो रिसीवर हूं. मेरे लिए गिफ्ट आया, रमेश और मेरे लिए गिफ्ट आया. So Ramesh and I am the receiver of the gift. Somebody bought the gift. We don't care who did, but I'm going to be the receiver, a very happy receiver. So the gift is for Ramesh and me because we are the receiver of the gift. Okay? So me is going to be the correct one here. I invited Shruti and him. So I is the doer of the action. So we use doer means subject. That is he. No, no. I invited Shruti and him. So I am the doer of invitation. I am sending out invites. I am the doer. I is correct. Shruti and him is the receiver of invitation. So Shruti and him. मैंने इनविटेशन भेजा कार्तिक, तो मैं तो डूअर हो गई और मैंने आपको इनविटेशन भेजा, आप रिसीवर ऑफ द इनविटेशन हुए, राइट? सो हिम इज गोइंग टू बी द करेक्ट वन. हिम ऑब्जेक्टिव हुआ ना? आया समझ में कार्तिक? आई होप यस. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं बाय द टाइम कार्तिक आंसर्स. दैट इज द catch. Let's see who gets this one. Rahul can play the guitar better than me, 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 me. All righty. सब गलत हैं. Everyone is wrong. Ah, yes, श्वेता. अब आप पूछोगे क्यों? तो कार्तिक, आपको you have to think from the point of view of the sentence. From what point of view the sentence is written. Okay? Just a minute, guys. 1 second. All right, guys. Thank you. So, you have to think from the perspective of the sentence. Sentence किस तरीके से लिखा हुआ है कार्तिक? It doesn't matter. First thing first, Karthik, let me make it clear. Locate the action. Let me explain this sentence because a lot of you got this sentence incorrect. Let me first explain this one. Okay? First thing first, we locate the action. What is the action in this sentence? Playing the guitar. This is the verb. Who is playing the guitar? Answer. Who is playing the guitar? Karthik, you, Arva, Shivangi, Asta, Zana, Priya, Shweta, everyone. Who is playing the guitar? Carefully answer this. If you answer this correctly, you will be able to solve more questions. Not only Rahul, Rahul and I both of us. Yes, Shweta. Shabash. Very good. Comparison है between Rahul and I. Rahul playing better. But I am also playing, right? Just that Rahul is playing better than I am. आपने भी mock दिया, मैंने भी mock दिया. Both of us sat for a mock. Your scores are better than mine. But I also gave the mock, right? So I also played the guitar. Rahul also plays the guitar. Just that Rahul plays better than I do. Since I am the doer here, I have to use if you want the sentence to sound correct to you, you write this. Rahul can play the guitar better than I do. Because Rahul is also playing, I am also playing, just that one is better than the other. There's a simple rule for that. Whenever you compare, comparison has to be between two subjects. Both have to be the doer only, then you can compare. I mean, if you see what a good politician, if I am a better politician or if our prime minister is a better politician, I need to be a politician for that. Only then you can compare my capabilities to our prime minister's capabilities, right? If I am not a politician, you can't even compare us. If you see, is Prime Minister Narendra Modi a better teacher or I am? He also needs to be a teacher for that. Whenever there's a comparison, it has to be between two subjects. So you see words that are comparative, both have to be the subjects. All right. So I think Karthik, you got some clarity here. You don't have to read the sentence from anyone's perspective. You just have to see who is doing the action. Find out the action and identify who is doing the action. That's going to be all. I got actually good 10 sentences, but I don't think we'll be able to do that because I have only half an hour for this class. I'm going to be doing the remaining sentences in the next class on pronouns, maybe some more tricky ones. This being the trickiest of all that we did today. I want you guys to do a bit of homework. Now, what is that? Listen to me very carefully, everyone. एक पहला homework आपका है. If you have an access to our app, there are some topic tests on pronouns. Please do them. If you aren't registered into our classes, then you have a 3-day free trial. You can still do that. 3, if you have any questions, we have a free counseling session going on. You can register yourself. The link is there under my video and in the chat. Still, if you don't have an access to anything, there's the red colored book. I'm sure it's lying dusty on your rack. That's called Wren and Martin, the most famous grammar book. नहीं तो कोई भी स्कूल की ग्रामर बुक पिक करो, पर्सनल प्रोनाउंस उठाओ और उसके 50 क्वेश्चंस कर डालो. Can you do that? I'm sure you can, right? So I should see you in the next class with some more questions. Plus, our free All India Open JMI BLLB mock has already gone live and the window ends on 21st, which is in the next 3 days. If you're sitting for this exam, sit for this test before you sit for the exam and see how you score amongst thousands of kids. Our All India Open CLAT mock also goes live next week and is going to be open for 1 more week. You make sure you register yourself for this test and take it for free. And then we have a new batch for other law entrance exams. You can start your preparation with us. I shall see you in the batches very soon. The link is there under my video in the description box. Our scholarship test is already going to be live on 21st of Jan, 11 a.m. It's going to be there. You need to register yourself with us for that. Again, the link is there under my video in the description box. Our free workshop for CLAT 2025 happens on 28th of January, 6 p.m. Any questions? Nivedita ma'am is going to be answering that in our workshop. And a new batch for CLAT 2025 aspirants. That's the number of our counselors. Alternatively, you can register yourself for a free counseling session as well. The link is there right under my video. A test series for other law entrance exams with 15 other law entrance mock tests. Do that right away. Do not delay your preparation. Make sure you've subscribed to our channel, you've hit the like button, and you've followed us on all our social media handles. The links are there under my video. Make sure you attend part 2 tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. RCs, 4 p.m. 1000 practice questions for other law entrance exams. We'll do error spotting. Do not miss these sessions. Have a very good evening. God bless you.